Hi, my name is CoreyStock. I'll be discussing database concepts for Screencast Assignment 1. Let's start off with entities. An entity is a person, place, object, or event that an organization wants to keep track of. Entities are the things that make up your database. Entity type. Entity types are a group of entities that share common characteristic and data types. Single occurrence of an entity type is known as an entity instance. In this example, employee is an entity instance. A weak entity is an entity that cannot be defined by its attributes alone. In this example, section is a weak entity, and it's noted by the double box around its name. Class is a strong entity. Section can't be defined without class. Attributes are properties or characteristics of an entity or relationship. Here you see the employee entity again with its properties that make it up, with employee ID, name, gender, title, and department ID. Here's an expansion of that. There's different types of attributes, including required, optional, and composite. Here you can see a required attribute, customer ID, for the customer table. To add a new record to the customer table, you must add a customer ID. And there's optional attributes, like in the order table, ship date is optional because an order may not have shipped yet. And there's composite attributes that are made up of multiple required or primary keys, like in the order item table. Order number and product number are made up from primary keys from the item table and the order table. There's also multi-valued and derived attributes. Here you can see an entity of a car has a color attribute. Color can be made up. The same car can have different colors, so that makes it a multi-valued attribute. And for sale here, you can see tax and price can be used to derive total cost. Databases require you to follow business rules. And business rules are the policies, procedures, events, or functions that define or constrain aspects of the business. They define how the entities can interact and relate to each other. For example, a teacher can have many students, but students only have one teacher. That's an example of a business rule.